Have you guys ever said, let me go out with the Holy Spirit? God, let's go to a movie together. God, let's go to dinner together. God, let's go for a walk together. Let's do. See, when you have a relationship with God, you have to do things with God. Even though He's with us all the time, you know, you have to communicate with God throughout the day, and you have to include Him in all your activities and all your tasks, right? And even like having special moments with God. Like, for instance, you know, I told God we're going to go do something in a couple of days. We're going to go either to a movie or to dinner. We're going to go on a date, a daughter and father date kind of thing, right? And it's just one of those things where it's just beautiful to do that. And I just want to remind you guys, like, when you don't have to just always be in the house and just sit still. And just because a lot of us are, you know, set apart and isolated, for growth purposes, it does not mean that you can't go anywhere. Like, you're supposed to say, okay, I'm going to dress up. I'm going to do my hair, or I'm going to cut my hair if you're a male, whatever you do. And we're going to go have some dinner. We're going to go to a nice place, a nice restaurant. We're going to go to a movie. We're going to go to the beach. We're going to go for a walk. Like, it's very important to build your relationship with God and not to limit yourself, and to make sure that you are still enjoying life despite the warfare that you're going through. Okay, it's very important to enjoy your life despite the warfare that you're going through. And I understand, like, sometimes the warfare. Oh God, you keep reminding me. Okay, so I have a couple words I'm supposed to put out. I'm gonna put. Y'all don't understand. I've been going through a lot myself. Warfare is no joke. Okay, but despite what you're going through, you have to make time for yourself, to do things for yourself. Okay, you may be someone like myself who always does things for a lot of people, but then when it's time for yourself, it's like you don't take yourself out. You don't do anything for yourself. Take yourself out. You don't have to have a bunch of friends to go to a restaurant. Some people are like, oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing to go to a restaurant where there's a lot of people talking. I'm by myself. I'm like, that's not embarrassing. It may feel awkward the first time you go, and it may feel a little bit awkward, when people are looking. Yes, but you have to remember that God is with you. You have to remember that you're not alone. And that's very therapeutic, to take yourself out. It means that you are not waiting for people to come around you for you to make certain decisions. Because sometimes what we don't understand as human beings a lot of the times is we will let other people's, opinions or decisions influence our decisions. And if someone says, hey, I'm not going here, like makes plans with you, and then they cancel, you may cancel and not go because they're not going. But why can't you go by yourself? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, how someone's decision and change of mind can influence you. You have to be used to doing things by yourself with God. Okay, because that's how you build your confidence. You shouldn't have to be around someone physically all the time to build your confidence. People think, oh, I have to be with someone to go to dinner, or I have to be with someone to go to the movies, no, you don't. When you go by yourself to a nice restaurant, whether it's middle class or upscale or wherever, and there's a lot of people there in groups and couples and all that, but you go by yourself, like I said, you may feel awkward a little bit in the beginning, but the more you keep doing it, you're going to notice how you're building your confidence. You no longer have that anxiety to go out in public anymore. Sometimes you have to put yourself in a position to where you have no choice but to handle and but to deal with the anxiety you're feeling in the moment. Therefore, you can conquer it. So the next time you want to do something, the fear isn't holding you back anymore, because you know that you've done it already and you survived through it. You conquered it. You had a good time, minus the looks, minus the stares, and you're going to do it again. Do not feel like you look crazy or no. I'm telling you right now, this actually helps build your confidence. It's actually teaching you how to be more confident through Christ, only depending on Christ, rather than needing people to be around you for you to feel confident. You ever grew up with people and they only felt confident when you're around them, and they only acted a certain way when they're around other people, but when they're by themselves, you don't see them acting like that. They look like they're more quiet, more reserved, more insecure. But as soon as they're around a group of people, you see their confidence, you see they're loud. That's because they depend on someone else being around them to be confident. You should never depend on someone else to be around you for you to show your personality and for you to be confident, right? That should come naturally in any environment, in any area. You get what I'm saying? So I love you guys. I wanted to share that with you guys. And yes, the warfare is hectic. Make sure y'all are praying. Don't limit yourself. Do not limit yourself. Okay, love you guys. Bye.